Hello guys, welcome back, konnichiwa, herzlich willkommen. So guys, brand new video here on my video series Squeeze Check. Today we talk about the ticker CGC. This is Canopy Growth, a cannabis stock with high squeeze potential. So I will show you here the price levels, what needs to happen when we want to see here a massive short squeeze. This ticker here has a trading range between $2.15 right now and $590. So there is a lot of potential here, and I want to show you here very hypothetical macro pattern which could show here the potential price levels for a super squeeze, or some people call it a MOS for Canopy Growth, guys. This is of course not financial advice. I just give you here my opinion based on the chart. Yo guys, when we see here the squeeze range for Canopy Growth, back in the days when we had here our peak, the market squeezed here, went completely crazy between 2019 and 2021, but Canopy Growth also had here a peak at $591 before, and you can see based on this move we had here a 5,700% squeeze. So there are some indicators here, or price structures or chart structures which we can use to identify these potential algos. If you think that these price movements here are driven by news or whatsoever, guys, I don't believe in that. I just focus here on the chart and think that the chart is telling us everything we need to know. This is of course here now a very rough pattern what I show you. I have also of course very detailed chart analysis for Canopy Growth here on my channel. You can check those videos out if you want as well, because what I usually do here is I talk about short squeeze stocks, and not only I talk about them, I try to predict them. And we had here many short squeezes in the past days and months. Just a very rough overview what happened here in December. Within 10 trading days we had here squeezes between 107 and 480%. Yeah, this is what I do. When you see the yellow line here, that was the release date when I released here a post or video about these member tickers here. And you can see we had here massive squeezes, guys, and I do that every week. I release here every Sunday my so-called hot stocks. This is my personal finest selection of short squeeze stocks, and when I release those videos, that means I expect those tickers to squeeze in the very few next days, guys. So if you also want to see those short squeeze stocks before we dive in here into Canopy Growth, which is of course also short squeeze play, but then you can also join here our trading community. We growing every day, guys, and the most popular membership which I have is the full package membership on Patreon. You get a lot of benefits here when you join in, and when you click the info icon in the corner you get access to the Patreon member link. So guys, let's now dive in here to Canopy Growth. You waited enough. Now let's enable here the drawings, and this is where we are, guys, and this is very interesting. We have here, in my opinion, not financial advice, a very high potential to see a short squeeze here. And I will explain you all these price triggers here, the trigger levels. But when we see this kind of volume here, which is happening right now, the buying volume for Canopy Growth, you can see here these massive volume spikes. And this is now here a weekly chart to give you a better overview. Then that could mean, guys, that we can see here a very violent short squeeze in 2025 if Canopy Growth does not dilute the stock to hell. This is very important. When they dilute the stock more and more, we have here some Nasdaq listing requirements. I will explain that in my other videos here, but this is just here to show you the price level. So keep that in mind. If they don't dilute, then we have here a very high squeeze potential, guys. And the most important thing before we talk here about the price levels is just this, guys. This is very important right now. So you can see when I identified that right, of course, we have here a major trend channel. This is now the macro view on Canopy Growth. As I said here, in other videos I do the micro analysis. This is now the macro view, and the macro view in my opinion is this kind of trend channel here, and where we are usually trading. And when we find support at the bottom of this trend channel, then Canopy Growth usually has a massive squeeze. So we can see that we're now trading below this trend channel, but we had a retest here back in December 2022. We failed. Yeah, this is a very significant price level here. There is, in my opinion, a reason why we failed, but we can see that we're heading now back in the direction of this trend channel. And when we just zoom in, that would mean that somewhere here the squeeze can of course happen here at any day soon, especially based on this volume which we had here in 2024. But we can see that sooner or later here, maybe in September, October 2025, we will meet this trend channel again, and that could mean that as soon as we come back here in this trend channel pattern and meet the bottom here, then we need just some volume, and that could be the beginning of a massive short squeeze here for Canopy Growth. Why do I say that, guys? Because we have similar patterns here in the trading world. Just for example, Plug Power, guys, the same. Plug Power had a 47,000% squeeze, guys. 47,000%. Plug Power was trading here at 11 cents, and then we squeezed to 75 or $74. And I want to show you that really quick, guys. We had the same, exactly the same here as for Canopy Growth. This is how I identified the Plug Power chart, and you can see we traded also below this trading algo pattern here, and as soon as we came back in this pattern, this is not here to hype you up, guys, or to create FOMO, yeah. Canopy Growth even could get delisted if they don't meet the listing requirements, what I don't believe for 2025, but it's possible. But you can see that Plug Power here came back in the trend channel, retested it, then the volume started to kick in. You can see how the volume is increasing here. The volume kicked in, we made an exactly retest here, and that was the beginning here of an absolute incredible short squeeze here, back from also the $2 range, $1 to $2 range, back to $75. And that's why I think, yeah, just technically, high potentially here, hypothetically, this is also here a scenario for Canopy Growth. And the meeting point here where the price should meet this trend channel here is latest here in October 2025. Of course, the price could drive even more down, but as I said, this is now a weekly chart. We're trading already here at $2.18, so there is not that much room to go lower. That's why I think, guys, here in 2025, this is a potential scenario. What are the price levels? Yeah, what are the price levels? Also in my macro videos, I say that we have here a lot of indicators in the chart, which I don't want to discuss in this video here. But one of the price levels which we could at least reach as soon as a squeeze is kicking in for CGC, guys, is $22.17. So here is the first, let's call it natural resistance or support. Yeah, this is a make it or break it price level. This is how I call them here for Canopy Growth. So $22, guys, is already from now a 10x move. So it's not smart to just invest blindly in a stock and hope for a squeeze. This is not what we're doing here. That's why I say the micro patterns, I discussed this here in some separate videos for Canopy Growth. But this is the first squeeze trigger price zone here for Canopy Growth. The real squeeze trigger price level, so if we are back in this trend channel here, is $48, guys. When Canopy Growth can squeeze over $48, this is the momentum here where the stock found its support in the past. We started to squeeze here back in 2016, and don't think, guys, just because this is now more or less 10 years, almost 10 years ago, don't believe that this is not valid anymore. The algos sitting at the same positions, guys. Nothing changed here. I just released some, I will just release some tutorials here where you also see 35-year-old stocks still start to squeeze, and the algos are still doing the same. This is just supply and demand zones here in a chart. So this is the first squeeze trigger price level here. $48 is one of the price levels here. When we should break this with volume, guys, then the next price level here for Canopy Growth is $188 based on the today's technicals, which we know, because we have here also this, yeah, make it or break it middle line, and we know that this acts as a resistance or support depending on the volume. So when the trend channel bottom is our support, then this is the first resistance, and if the squeeze should happen here around this time, yeah, then we talk here about a maximum price level from $188. Just to give you a feeling, guys, yeah, this is not to hype you up to create FOMO, but just to give you a feeling that could be here an 8,900% move. This will not happen in one day. This will also not happen in 1 week. This will just build up. If we break $22 and if we break $48 and hold the support here, then I have no doubt that the next price target here will be around $188 for Canopy Growth. And last but not least, guys, the moon zone. Yeah, when we see that, of course, this trend channel line here is the resistance. Of course, we have here higher spikes, but I think when we zoom in here, we had never here a real chance to hold a price over this level here. That's why I could extend this trend channel even more to the top side. But this is what I think are, I don't want to call it realistic price levels, but the price levels where I think is a valid pattern. And that would mean the final price target here for Canopy Growth would be $348. This is, you know, when we see those price levels, we talk about $2 and someone is telling you $348 is possible, guys. This is not what I'm doing here. You know, I don't say we see here $348 for Canopy Growth, but I can just say technically it's possible, and the stock showed already one more time that it has the potential to do that. And in my opinion, guys, especially here, this volume here is very, very, very suspicious. And when you a little bit know how trading works, guys, when this volume spikes here appear and you know the float for Canopy Growth, something could cooking up here. And we also know that the market makers always get the lowest possible price here. So during the time here, $10 was the squeeze trigger back in 2015. So maybe here between $2 and $1 or even a little bit less, this squeeze could happen. As I just showed you before, we had the same here for Plug Power. 11 cents was the bottom, guys, and then we squeezed here back to $75. So in trading, everything is possible, and that's why I show you this video here for Canopy Growth, guys. Yeah, if you want to copy here the price levels, it's just for fun, of course, but I will follow up, of course, Canopy Growth here on my channel. If you want to copy the price levels, everything what you see here is called TradingView, guys. This is the chart program what I use for all my trades and all my videos. And if you also want to get that program for yourself, I can offer you here a $15 discount link on the premium tier. This is what I recommend. When you click the info icon in the corner, you get access to this $15 TradingView discount link, guys. So, my friends, that was my squeeze check video here for Canopy Growth. I hope that was helpful. If yes, guys, if you like this content and if you don't want to miss any updates, then please hit the like and subscribe button right now. I really appreciate your support. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time, and see you in the next video. Arigato gozaimasu. Vielen Dank. Alles Gute. Viel Erfolg mit Canopy Growth und bis zum nächsten Video. Take care. Bye bye, guys.